As part of the 30 Days Preparedness collaboration with some other creators on YouTube, we're doing a video every day in the month of September, National Preparedness Month, to help you get better prepared. Today, my video is going to be cooking with your preps. Let's get started. All right, folks, welcome back. So I wanted to quickly give you a background on what's going on with these preparedness videos. This is part of the 30 Days of Preparedness collaboration with a bunch of other prepper-related YouTube channels. You can see all of the people below and watch their videos. I will put a link down in the description, all the way from Rogue Preparedness all the way down. And there's also a playlist down there, so you can see what other people are showing you for the month of September, which is National Preparedness Month. So every day, a different creator is going to bring you a different video for this month. So my video today is going to be cooking with your preparedness food, or cooking with your preps. And these are just some of the items that I have put together that I'm going to make something really cool with you. What I'm going to be doing today is campfire steak and potatoes foil packs. They can be cooked anywhere. You can cook them in a fire, on a grill, however. We're going to be doing it on a propane grill. It's an actual little grill. Anyway, we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. We've got some onion and garlic minced, and this is what I store in my preps, a little parsley, sliced potatoes, which I had to rotate out because these were older, a thing of Worcestershire sauce, which I always keep around because this is great for preparedness food, a little bit of chunky garlic. This does need refrigeration, so if you don't have a refrigerator in your preps yet, or some way to power it off grid, you may want to think about that. Some freeze-dried onions and some freeze-dried roast beef. What we're going to do is mix this all together in a bowl, and I'm going to show you how to make this awesome camp meal and great preparedness meal. So let's get started. All right, so the first order of business, at least with what I'm doing, you can do this with any kind of meat you want, but with my roast beef, is I want to hydrate it. So I've already hydrated this. I stuck it in water. I diced it up because it comes out as flat pieces. And this is freeze-dried wholesalers roast beef, but you can use any of their meats, any Thrive, anything you want, even regular, of course, steak. And this is already cooked. That's the cool part. So really what we're doing with this method of cooking is kind of seasoning it and warming it up a bit. Next up, you're going to want to use potatoes. Again, you can use any kind you have, whether they're freeze-dried, whether they're canned. I just wanted to use canned because I wanted to give a little mix of what's in my food storage. So we're going to dump these out, at least a little bit of them. I'm not going to use the whole can for this because we're only making one of these. And what I'm going to do is kind of cut them in half. And if they come whole, that's fine too. You can kind of dice them up. No big deal. You just cut them in half like that. And being that these are already cooked, that's another added convenience. So this will be a lot faster when we go to hydrate it. Now let's mix everything in the bowl and add our seasoning. Now you have to be mindful about how much you're going to be making for how many servings. I got a piece of tin foil over here that we're going to be cooking this in. So obviously I'm just doing one serving of this. So I'm not going to be using all that meat right now. I am going to be using that later for my own food. So I'm going to just toss in some meat in here. Okay. And that's good. I'm going to toss in these potatoes. And that's good. Now, what I like to do is add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce to this. And this does not need to marinate or anything. It doesn't need to sit for a long period of time. I just add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce to this. Okay. That's good right there. We're going to add a little bit of our garlic over here. And this is the chunky garlic. Again, if you don't have a way to refrigerate your food, and I do apologize for the noise out there. I don't know if you can hear it on camera or not. We're going to add a little minced garlic, minced onion, just for flavor, really. Okay, there we go. A little bit of minced garlic again. We'll add both. I like garlic. And, of course, to get the full taste of them, I'm going to add these freeze-dried onions from Freeze-Dried Wholesalers. You don't have to add them. You can chop up a regular onion if you want. Doesn't matter. I like to add the minced onion for the kind of the flavor, and these for kind of the texture. And we're just going to mix that together and see what we come up with. So next up, we're going to be putting this inside the little tin foil pack that we're going to be making it. All right, so we got it all set here. It's all ready to be put in there, and I'm just going to put it in the middle here. And again, make sure your edges are all sealed up so that you don't get any kind of leakage or anything. And you just toss it in there. I'm going to toss in a little parsley on top of that. Then we're going to get our little gas grill and actually use it as a grill. And put a little seasoning in there. Last of the Worcestershire sauce. All right, let me dry off my hands here. Then we're just going to wrap this up and bundle it up. And you can bundle this up as tight as you want. Depending on how you're going to cook this, If you're going to cook this somewhere where it might be sitting in a fire, you want to really seal it up really well. If you're going to be cooking this like we're going to cook it today on top of a little propane grill, you're just going to leave it there. Now, the cool part about this, again, is all this stuff is pretty much cooked already. So really all we're doing is adding some flavoring and some seasoning to it and warming it up. But this method does work with raw food as well, so don't forget that. You know, even in a pinch, you could probably cook this on a car's engine if you found a secure place to stick it in there and warm it up. So let me go get the grill set up. I'll bring you back and we'll show you how this looks once it's done and once it's going. All right, so I got my grill out here. I'm going to turn it on for you and let you see how it works. This is the grill I recently picked up from a friend very, very inexpensively. We're just going to turn the gas on and light it up. Now, I want to just get this hot because, again, we're not cooking. I want to just get this warm, and then I'm going to take the heat down a little bit, and then I will put this on here, kind of just to let it kind of warm up and heat up. So give me a few minutes once that gets warm enough, and it's already getting nice and warm, and we'll bring you back. All right, so that's definitely warm enough. We're going to take it down a little tiny bit here, and I'm just going to put this up top here and just let it sit till you hear it sizzling. Now, I did forget to tell you, I did put salt and pepper in there too as well. One of the things I forgot. I did it when I was off camera because I forgot to show you, but I did put salt and pepper in there, and these are just my little salt and pepper containers. I mix it together and put it in one of these little Tic Tac things, and they're awesome for camping or bug out bags or whatever because they don't take up a lot of space. So let's take a few minutes on this, let this sit here, kind of get warm up and cook, and we're going to try it out and taste it and see how it tastes when it's done. Now, one of the things you can do if you're cooking this on a grill or a controlled environment, not just cooking it over an open flame, is you can kind of open it up and move things around a little bit, and the tin foil isn't all that hot, and then just seal it back up. It's a really simple meal, really easy to make while you're on the go. That's one of the reasons why I stockpile a lot of tin foil, is because making meals like this is super easy. And I put some in every bag that I have, every go bag or carry bag I have, just because, hey, this is a fast way to cook something. And like I said, you can even cook this on the engine if you really had to, on your engine of your vehicle, if you were in really a rush and you had to get somewhere. So, going to give it a few more minutes. I'm starting to see steam come out, and we're going to see how this tastes once it's all done. Something I did forget to mention was I don't really have a recipe for this. It's kind of seasoned to taste, and I know what I like, and I've made this before. I believe I made this before a long time ago when I did a Dakota Fire Pit video. I'm not sure if that was the one. So I kind of season it to taste, and you can add whatever you want inside of this to make it any way that you want to have it. Some people add some chili powder to make it a little more spicy, whatever. You can do that any way you want and get yourself an awesome meal on the go very quickly, or an awesome camp meal. So let me let this finish up and we will try it out. Now, because this was all cooked, it cooked in about 5 minutes, or it heated up in about 5 minutes. If you were doing this with raw food, of course, it would take a little bit longer, but that's the whole idea with having your preps already in place. You got stuff that's ready to go in an emergency. You can cook 4 of these and feed your whole family, you know what I mean? And it's very, very quick. So we're going to pop it open here a little bit. Take a look at that. That looks really good. Let me move you forward so you can kind of see in there. Let's see what this tastes like. Now, I love Freeze-Dry Wholesalers roast beef. That's why I chose to use that today as my test. So there you go. Let's take a taste. Perfect. Exactly the way I like it. Now, you can add vegetables to this. You can add anything you want. I just did onions. I could have put some broccoli in here, some carrots, whatever, and it would have been perfect. Very simple, quick way to cook with your preps. Gives you some ideas. There's tons of other things you can prepare like this, too. You can do chicken. You can do anything just like this. It also makes it a little bit faster. If you don't have time to marinate something, the heat in the liquid inside the pan, inside the little tin foil, will give you a good little infusion and marinate your food kind of quicker with heat. Also, don't forget, you want to double this up, and you want to use heavy-duty tin foil, especially if you're cooking over an open fire. Here, no big deal, obviously. You know, it's not going to go anywhere. But you definitely want to double it up. I doubled that up, and I cut it to size. And look at that. You even have a little handy plate now that you can hold because the sides aren't hot, and you can eat right out of it. So this was a very simple, easy to do campfire steak and potato foil pack. You can make anything you want using this method to cook, all right? And again, you just season it to taste. You saw what I put in there. It's just stuff that I like. You can add vegetables. You can do this any way you want. You can place it over a grate. You can put it over a fire. You can even do this on a flat grill if you have a flat grill. Just stick it over here, seal it up, and let the flat grill do the work for you. And it will cook very, very quickly. And you got yourself a plate when you're all done. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out everybody else down below there for the 30 Days of Preparedness collaboration. I will have everybody's link to their channel down there, as well as the playlist Okay, the playlist will show you everything that's been done so far. Now, this is only the 4th. This was my video for today, so there's only going to be 4 up there, but eventually there'll be a whole lot more, so you might want to bookmark that playlist. Go back and get some handy tips, because the ones that have been done so far have been awesome. I thank you guys for joining me today. Don't forget to check out all our links down below. We have our Amazon store. If you want to shop using that link, we really do appreciate it. Our freeze-dried wholesaler link. You guys saw how easy this stuff is to prepare. Check that out. My link will save you 15%. Our My Patriot Supply link, if you're looking for bulk food and preparedness items, preparewithiridium.com, preparewithiridium.com, awesome resource. And, of course, our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store, which will work with this method, too. I thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.